What's good, YouTube? It's your boy EGF Hoops here with another amazing YouTube video. As you saw with the title, we're about to go over these postseason awards, and as you can see by the face cam, you already know what type of time we on. We coming with straight bangers for the rest of 2021. It's the off season now, y'all. I know I haven't been consistent, but we're gonna be consistent. Do you see the jersey? Do you know who just won tonight? What is it? It's 5:14 in the morning. I'm recording at 5:14 in the morning. I know you can't see that unless you see the little script that I got right there. You wasn't supposed to know there was anything there. But grind time is now. The off season is here, and we finna grind. But before we even get into any of that, don't forget that sub button. We're trying to hit 40 subs on this channel. I got a main channel, go check it out if you like my personality. I mean, I got social medias. You can go follow my EGF Hoops account on Instagram. I post on there a little bit, but I'm more active on TikTok. I got 800 followers on there, 25K plus likes. Go check me out on there if you want more consistent content. But I'm gonna be posting on this channel every 2 to 3 days. It is the off season. It's time to grind. It's time to eat, man. I'm finna really grow this channel. But that's enough of that promotion. We're gonna get straight into this video. Now, this playoffs has been amazing, and I'm kind of sad that it's over with, but I'm kind of happy because of who won. As you see, big Bucks fan. I've been here since 2013, nothing much more than that. But anyways, we're gonna go over these playoff awards. Now, I got these awards in categories. I have a runner-up and then I have a winner. I'm gonna announce the runner-up before I announce the winner every single time. So I got 5 categories, all has a runner-up and all has a winner. The first one we're gonna go over is the 6th Man of the Year award. Now again, organizing all these awards was not easy. We just went through a long playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember much from the Atlanta Knicks series other than the fact that I said it was gonna be over in 5 because I knew that offense with the Knicks was not gonna do anything, and Atlanta's offense was gonna figure out the Knicks defense, and Julius Randle is not a first option, he's not a second option. Shit, in my opinion, I don't even know if he can be the 3rd best player on his team to win a ring. That's my opinion though, just mine, because his offense is really this is not a Julius Randle rant video. That's just a Hawks fan in me coming out. The first award we're gonna go with is 6th Man of the Year. Now, I had a hard time picking this because, you know, you got to look back at stats, you got to think about people's impacts, and I did. And again, this video wasn't easy to make because some people got eliminated in the first round, semifinals, conference finals, and then obviously the Suns in the finals. And I just didn't want to make this all about the top 4, whether it's Atlanta, Milwaukee, and I'm sorry, the last 4 teams I was left, Atlanta, Milwaukee, the Clippers, and the Suns. I had to think about everybody because this is an award show. So we're gonna do it like this. My runner-up for 6th Man of the Year was Cameron Payne. He averaged 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He had a 30-point game against the Clippers too. And again, when that Lakers stuff was going on, you know, when everybody started down the Lakers, when Chris Paul had a little shoulder injury, Cameron Payne came in and stepped up. He really did elevate the Suns. I'm not gonna say he fully replaced Chris Paul, but his production was good enough for them to win 3 games in a row and get the Lakers up through. That's what he did, while Chris Paul was down and injured. And then again, he did help with the Denver series, and I'm not gonna say he had much impact in the finals. It's not like he really could. They couldn't afford any mishaps or playing any bench players. They had a really strict rotation. But my 6th Man of the Year winner is Danilo Gallinari. My man averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. He did a great job guarding Randle in the first round. I'd say that he did the best job, but he did the job good enough to where Randle could get double teamed. His back was not able to go to the basket. And again, Gallinari made the job of everybody else easier. Although I don't think he started the game the entire playoffs like Payne did, but he made everybody else's job easy. He had 8 games where he had 15 plus points. I mean, he just made I guess again, he made everybody's job easy. He made Trey's job easier, Clint's job easier, John's job easier when they was on the court together. Bogdanovich, all of them, he was knocking down threes. His shooting splits was actually pretty good. 43% from the field, 41% from 3, 94% from the free throw line. And again, he had 8+ games where he scored 15 points or more. He helped them beat New York in 5, as I said before. He helped them upset the 1st seed with the 76ers. He was a big help in that with his catch and shoot ability. And he took the Bucks to 6, who is now the NBA champs. 6-game series with the NBA champs, ain't nothing much you can say about that. Gallinari definitely deserved the award, I'm not gonna lie. I made a Hawks video about Gallinari joining them and how all this stuff was gonna work. I do regret it. I am a Hawks fan though, so I'm cool. It's not like I'm just a hated fan, I'm an actual Hawks fan. It's cool. But we're gonna go to the next award. The next award I have is Most Improved. Now again, doing these awards was not easy. Because again, you have to go back and look and consider things and try and understand the circumstances and what outweighs what. So again, this was pretty hard. So my runner-up may look like he should have won, but again, due to meta reasons and the storylines that we have, I can't do it. My runner-up is Tobias Harris, and a lot of y'all may be asking why. Last year, if you remember, Joel Embiid did not go to the bubble because he did go, but Joel Embiid got hurt inside of the bubble. Tobias Harris was the #1 option of that team, and that team got swept by the Celtics in 4. In that series, Tobias Harris averaged 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists on horrific shooting splits of 38% from the field, 13% from the three-point line, and 79% from the free throw line. And this is all when Joel went down, he was the #1 scoring option. It's like the entire team fell apart. With Joel back, we saw Harris' stats improve as he went on to average 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists in his 12 playoff games this year on way more respectable shooting splits of 49% from the field, 37% from 3, and 88% from the free throw line. Without him, I don't even know if Philly would have beat Washington, to be honest with y'all. I know some of y'all may think that that's a stretch, but again, he is really the only consistent player on that team. Danny Green was not consistent. Ben Simmons had nothing. He didn't offer anything on the offensive end. He was more of a liability rather than a benefit, if you ask me. Tyrese Maxey is too young to be consistent. And again, Tobias was the only real consistent player on that 76ers team. And again, I really did want to give Tobias the award because when you think about his stats, jumping from 16 to what? 20, he jumped from 16 to 23. And his shooting splits went up a lot. His field goal percentage went up by more than 10%. His three-point percentage went up by more than 20%. And his free throw percentage went up by about 10% too. So again, I did want to give him an award, but I couldn't do it over our real most improved player. All right, my most improved player for the NBA 2021 postseason is Playoff P, aka Paul George, aka PG-13, aka P Money. And I'm not a Paul George fan. I just love the nicknames. Paul George's postseason averaged 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists on great shooting splits, at least for Paul George, in my opinion. He shot 44% from the field, 34% from 3, and 84% from the free throw line. Them free throws, they get you playoff. I ain't even gonna cap. If you would have made some of these free throws, I think maybe you would be in the finals, or yeah, you might actually just be in the finals because you did miss some game-clinching free throws against the Suns. I'm not even gonna hold you. Now, he had a great performance when Kawhi went down. When the series was 2-2 with the Jazz, he dropped 37, 16, and 5, and 28, 7, and 3 to close off the series against the first seed, aka upsetting them. He managed to drop 41 points on 75% field goal percentage to win the game while down 3-1 to the Suns. Unfortunately, in Game 6, I think that was. Yeah, Game 6, they did lose. Paul George played decent. He didn't play anything spectacular, but it was still a good thing to see from Playoff George. It was still a good thing to see from Paul George. I feel like he did lose the nickname Playoff P due to that series, but let's look at what he did in the past in order to get the whole Playoff P meme thing. In total, we trolled Paul George, aka Playoff P, for his lackluster and inconsistent playoff performances, but after getting the Clippers to their first conference finals appearance, it's fair to say he's proved most strong and deserves to be the most improved player this postseason. And again, last year's stats, he averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists on shooting splits of 40, 33, and 90. I mean, those are decent shooting splits, but again, he did improve this year other than his free throw shooting. And he stepped up to the plate when Kawhi went down. There's nothing really much else you can say about that. Paul George is my most improved player. Next, I have my rookie of the year. This is your first postseason as a player. So you can be in year 12, and this will be your rookie year. This was your first time being in the postseason. Now, my runner-up for rookie of the year was Devin Booker. And I know some of y'all is going to yell at me because he just had back-to-back 40-point games in the finals. So I understand. I have a reason, and our rookie of the year played better. He played better, trust me. Now listen, Devin Booker was the best player on this team that just went to the finals. He averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. My problem with him, in which he didn't get my rookie of the year award, was the shooting stretch in between June 22nd and July 11th, in which they still did win a lot of games, but he didn't play exceptionally well. He shot 36% in that time frame. And he had a player with a lot of experience in CP3. Now, this isn't something that should be taken away, but I took it into consideration when making this award when our Rookie of the Year was the leader of his team. No question. There was nobody else to give him tips or pointers that was real seasonal vets that had been through what he just went through. Book is the real deal. His back-to-back 40 points in the game. His back-to-back 40-point games in the finals wasn't a mistake, as I said. My Rookie of the Year is Trae Young. We saw Trae average 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists this postseason. He took out a top 5 defensive team in 5, and then he upset the 1 seed as the best player on his team. He also took the future champs to 6. It's so impressive to see what he has done with this being his first year in his size. He's practically the reason Randall can't be a top 2 player on a contender. He exposed that, and he's going to be the reason why Ben Simmons will get traded this offseason. The scary part is he's only in year 3, which is why I said he is the Rookie of the Year. He was the undoubted leader. I mean, he did have Nate McMillan, but again, didn't the Suns have Monty Williams before y'all even start this? I feel like Trae did play, I don't want to say he played better, but he was a better leader. And he exceeded when the pressure was on him as the leader. I mean, you're going against the 1 seed. I think I won. Well, was they up 3-2? They forced the game 7 and then won in Philly. They won in 5 in New York. He won game 1 against the Bucks. What, he dropped 40 points to win at home. I think, was that the only team that beat the Bucks at home this entire postseason? I think so, actually. And he just did great. We got 2 more awards. Defensive Player of the Year. Now, this may be a little bit biased because, you know, but my runner-up DPOY was Giannis. A man who we just saw have multiple all-time defensive moments. Maybe even have the greatest block in NBA Finals history. He was 2 in defensive plus-minus and 2 in defensive rating. He did a great job guarding Aiden, Clint, and Bam, and a decent job guarding the pick and roll all throughout the postseason, except for, you know, that Kevin Durant series. We're not going to mention that. His speed and strength really shows on this end of the floor. It's Giannis, y'all. Y'all already know the business. All y'all didn't want to give my man credit. He just showed y'all why he was the DPOY and why he will be the DPOY again. That's just flat out facts. So we finna go over who is my Defensive Player of the Year, which also may seem biased because, you know, the whole. My Defensive Player of the Year is Jrue Holiday. This is what I want to do, but after looking at everyone in playoff stats and going back and forth to watch a couple of highlights, I'm confident to say that Jrue is the true DPOY of this postseason. We literally saw him get CP3 in book trouble when being guarded by him. We saw him force CP3 and Trey to commit many turnovers and hold him to under 27% from beyond the 3-point line. That's Trae Young I'm talking about, by the way. While on Bogdanovich, he shot under 40% as well. Not to mention what he did to Jimmy Butler. He shot under 30%. The same man who beat the Bucks in 5 the year prior. Jrue also led the playoffs in steals. And again, everybody will say Jrue Holiday will give you the most problems, so I have to consider that as well when KD came out about it. It's Jrue. That's my opinion. Some of y'all may give it to Giannis because of the stats and just what he do, but I feel like it was right to give it to a guard that just showed defense does matter. Now I got one more award, and that's going to be the MVP. My runner-up for MVP is Kevin Durant. We saw this man average 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. While his second and third best players were getting injured in and out of lineups, he kept on going, playing legendary, coming off of a torn Achilles. He averaged 34 points on 50, 40, 87 shooting splits at 7 foot. It's just amazing. If he was a shoe size smaller, he'd probably be the one with the ring. He averaged 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists on the best defensive team in the league. He forced the game 7 with the future champs, with Kai out and Harden on one leg. If anyone was to deserve MVP, it would be KD if someone else wasn't around. And again, y'all, Kevin Durant played great. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like he may be the MVP in some people's eyes, but again, we all know who the MVP is. We all know who the MVP is. Trust me, y'all. Y'all know who the MVP is. Y'all know. Do I even gotta say his name? Hey, well, wait a second. Y'all know who the MVP is, the most valuable player. The most valuable player of this playoffs is Giannis Antetokounmpo, aka Mr. Finals MVP, aka back-to-back MVP, aka DPOY, aka top 3 player in the league. And for any of y'all that got a problem with what I just said, go check my TikTok out, comment under there, I'll argue with you back. Or in these comment sections too, I'll talk to you back there. But again, let's go over why I have Giannis as my MVP. I feel like it's pretty obvious that our Finals MVP is the MVP of the postseason. He had many monster games, whether it's the 50-point game he had tonight or his 2 40-point Finals games. He averaged 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. His shooting splits was decent, but he is a big man, y'all. He shot 57% from the field, 19% from 3, about 60% from the free throw line. His defense for majority of the postseason was incredible, and he got what he wanted in the paint the entire postseason as well. He showed up game in and game out regardless of what the circumstance was. When Chris and Jrue both played poorly in Game 7 versus the Nets, Giannis showed up and won them the game. This man proved everybody wrong. He was dotted against the Heat, the Nets, and the Suns. He proved all the haters wrong. He stayed and endured the grind in a small market. Cheers to Giannis. And like I said, that is my MVP. And again, I feel like this ring that Giannis just won has more value than some of these rings that we just seen. But that's a video for another day, y'all. I'm posting again in 2 days. It's the off season. I hope y'all love seeing my face because I'm back. Go check out my main channel. I'm posting there next week. It's college season, so yeah. And that's it. Hit the sub button, hit the like button. EGF Squad, go check me out on TikTok. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers over there, trying to get to 30,000 likes. I'm posting almost every single day on there, or at least every 2 days. It's really every day. Go check me out on there. Go check me out on Instagram, EGF Hoops, and we out. Peace.